Bitcoin is sitting at RSI levels that historically have marked generational buying opportunities. The weekly RSI flashing oversold in a way we've barely seen this entire cycle and previous cycles as well. But here's the thing that you should really be paying attention to. The chart is throwing up some serious warning signs that we may not be out of the woods just yet. Today in the video, I'm going to show you exactly what I'm seeing, why the data is giving me mixed signals, and what price levels you need to be watching very, very closely. This could be one of the most important videos I've made this year so far. And before we get into it, guys, of course, I want to let you know every single video I'm giving a giveaway. All you need to do is comment down below saying literally anything, and every single Monday I'll be doing a giveaway for $100. So get your comments in down below. And as always, sit back, relax, and get ready for the video. All right, so before we get into the video, guys, I want to say that I am not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy called Jack making videos about his journey in crypto from his room. And also, if you're in the UK, USA, or UAE, unfortunately, please do not watch or engage with my content. First of all, I want to walk you through a weekly chart on TradingView. Pull this up and zoom out because the macro picture here is absolutely everything. What you're looking at right now is Bitcoin sitting at around $68,000 range on the weekly chart. And crucially, look at the RSI indicator at the bottom of the chart. We are pushing down towards the 30 level on the weekly RSI. Now, for context, the weekly RSI hitting these levels historically is an extremely rare and extremely significant thing which actually does happen. And it doesn't happen too often, to be honest. So cast your mind back to 2018, 2019, and then again during C19 crash in 2020. Every single time the weekly RSI got down into these oversold territory levels, which is currently at now, it marked either a bottom or very, very close to the bottom before a monster recovery. In 2022, the cycle low of around 15K, the weekly RSI was down in a similar territory. That turned out to be one of the best buying opportunities of the past 5 years for Bitcoin. So on paper, the signal alone is saying the pain is getting extreme. Historically, this is where value buyers step in and risk reward for long positions is starting to look the most interesting. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the bottom is in. What I'm saying now is that I am visualizing things from a historical RSI perspective. We can only take the data what we have now and what we had in the past. Who knows what's going to happen in the future? We can only take this data and evaluate it the best we can possibly and see what happened then and see what could potentially happen now. Now, I'm not saying that because the RSI is this low that we're just going to immediately peak to the upside. No, I want you to be careful because there could be another leg down. Just because the RSI is in these low levels doesn't mean we're immediately just going to wick to the upside. No, there can be a lot more danger to come. It just means that we are in the general vicinity of the bottom. It could be today, it could be next month, it could be in 6 months. Who knows what's going to happen, but you need to be cautious. Also, guys, I want to mention Chart Chasers. So this is basically a VIP paid Telegram group, which is currently open for around the next few days and completely for free. The link down below in the description for Chart Chasers. Click it, join it. It's a Telegram group. All you have to do is join. If you've been in crypto for a while, like me, I've been in for 7, 8 years now. There's a lot of valuable information which people don't necessarily see publicly, or even they see it too late and can't take action on it. So that's exactly what this group is designed to do. And it's open for the next few days. I'm leaving it completely open. All you need to do is click down below and join completely free. Also, on top of that, I'm giving away $1,000 in that group. So join that group. Even if you want to join and leave, it's not a problem. Just join it, see if you win, and stay for a little bit of alpha, and hopefully we can all find a good place in there. So let's crack on with the video, because here is where it starts to get really, really interesting and where I want you to pay close attention, because the weekly RSI is telling us that we are oversold. There is another pattern forming on the chart which I can't really ignore, and a pattern we've seen play out in Bitcoin before, which makes it even more concerning, to be honest. I want to show you a side-by-side comparison that's doing the rounds right now, and honestly, it pretty much stopped me in my tracks when I first looked at it. So on the left side, you have Bitcoin in 2022, and on the right side, you have the current structure in 2026. In 2022, what happened was Bitcoin had a big drop. It found what looked like a support zone, it bounced, and then the market started to believe the bottom was in. People got excited, altcoins started moving, and the sentiment shifted bullish. And then bam, almost with the snap of the fingers, the real drop came, and that bounce was in fact a bull trap. The fake bottom was around 28 to 30K range right before Bitcoin collapsed all the way down to $15,000. Now, look at the current chart structure in 2026. We had the run up to near 109K at the peak. Bitcoin formed a rising wedge and broke down from that wedge, and we've really been in a descending channel ever since. We bounced from around 78K, we saw a relief rally, and right now the structure is looking eerily similar to what happened in 2000 2022. The concern being flagged by this pattern is a potential drop to the $50,000 region before a genuine bottom is in fact established. Now, I'm not saying this is definitely going to happen, but I would be doing you a disservice if I didn't talk you through the risks of this, because in 2022, the trap wiped out a lot of traders who thought the bottom was in, and they were in fact too early. That gray demand zone you can see on the weekly chart sitting roughly between 50 to 55k is an area that's been significant level historically. It was resistance for years, it became support, and it's very possible that if this bull trap does in fact play out, that zone becomes the next natural test. This is how I am visualizing things right now. So right now, I want the shift over to CoinGlass because the on-chain derivatives data here is actually adding a little bit of information to this broader picture, and I want to talk about it just a second. I know it's really boring to talk about this, but it is interesting, trust me. First, let me take a look at the funding rates, because Bitcoin weighted funding rate is currently sitting at 0.007 right now, barely anything basically, and the volume weighted rate is actually slightly negative at minus 0.0003. What this tells us is the market is actually not overcrowded right now with long positions. There is not a massive crowd of leverage buyers sitting above the ones who need to get liquidated before we can move higher. It's actually pretty good news. In fact, when funding is this neutral to slightly negative, it usually suggests that sentiment is leaning towards cautious or even short bias, a little bit of short bias. For context, when funding rates are deeply negative, it often kind of signals that the market is overly bearish and a squeeze to the upside usually is likely to happen. We're not quite that extreme yet, to be honest, but we are moving in that direction. Now, let's take a look at ETH funding rate across the board. Almost everything is negative, ranging from around minus 0.09 to minus 0.17 on some exchanges. Altcoins are shorted aggressively, XRP, Doge, Solana, all showing negative funding, and the market is not long here. People are scared and positioning themselves defensively. This is actually slightly constructive signal when you combine it with the oversold weekly RSI. It means the market is not yet positioned for a recovery, which is often when recoveries happen. When nobody expects a bounce, that is when the bounce tends to come. But here's the caveat. The volume data tells a significantly different story. Total crypto futures volumes over 24 hours is around 175 billion, down over 10% the day before. Spot volume is around 19 billion and down over 16%, and Bitcoin futures volume at 70 billion and Bitcoin spot volume at about 7 billion. Everything is shrinking right now. People are definitely cautious. Declining volume during a potential bottoming process is not always bullish. You want to see volume come in on a recovery attempt to confirm it's the real deal. Right now, the volume is drying up, which could mean there are a quiet period before another leg down rather than a genuine accumulation phase. The 24-hour long short ratio is sitting at around 48.77 versus 51.23 for shorts. Marginally more shorts than longs in the market. This is actually interesting context. It's not an extreme reading either way, but it does suggest that the majority of positioning is in fact expecting a further downside. So let me bring all of this together because it's been a lot of information in this video, guys. On the one hand, the weekly RSI is at levels that historically precede strong recoveries, and on the other hand, the price structure forming looks very, very similar to what happened in 2022 with that bull trap. So what am I personally doing right now? Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'll tell you what I'm doing. I'm not chasing anything aggressively, guys. I am watching the key levels. I'm looking for confirmation. And if we start to see volume come back in a recovery, funding rates go more deeply negative, and the RSI goes above 30 and starts to curl back to the upside, then the bull trap thesis starts gaining credibility and the 50k area becomes a very big scenario. Don't have FOMO. Don't rush into anything right now because you will get burned. Be patient, wait for the chart to reveal itself, and then make your move. So that is pretty much it for today's video. I hope you did enjoy it. It's been a lot of context in one video and a lot of things to digest and unpack. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, definitely drop a like on today's video. That would be amazing. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want more content like this. Of course, comment down below if you want to enter the weekly giveaway every single Monday. Every video you can comment and it gets you a further entry, and I'll be announcing that on Monday. And also, if you want to join Chart Chasers, the VIP Telegram group is free and open for a limited time only. There's a $1,000 giveaway in there happening next week. I'm trying to give back to you guys in this market time because it's very, very difficult, I know. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.